Hello! So today I want to tell you about the game High Tide, and this is a game that made its debut at Gen Con. And it is one that is beautiful. It is a 2-player only. It is thinky. It is fun. I have been having a great time with this. So you can just take this bag with you if you want it to be extra portable, or you can put it in the box because all your pieces go in here. And then you just have these stones because you play first to 3 is the winner. And it's also a magnetic closure, which I love. So in this game, there is a neutral color and 2 player colors. So yellow is neutral, and then you have the pink and the bluish green. So what you're going to do is you're going to put 1 neutral tile in the center. You're then going to take 2 neutrals and 2 of each player color, and you will put them in the bag, mix them up, and then you are going to place them around that center tile as you pull them out of the bag. So obviously this is going to give you variable setup. It's going to be a little bit different each time you play. And then you will place the rest of the tiles in the bag, and they will make one continuous circle around the game. And of course, I dropped a piece because I always drop a piece. But in this game, we actually need all the pieces, so I had to pick it back up. So we have our center, and I like things, aligned just so. Mix these up, and then we do the same thing. We go around in a circle, and that is the whole setup for the round. And what you're going to do, like I said, is play this game over a series of rounds, and whoever wins 3 rounds is the winner of the game. So we have our setup, and the way that it works is on your turn. So it will look this shape every time you play, but obviously the pieces will be different every time you play. The only thing that is consistent is a neutral piece is always the center. So on your turn, you will pick one of your pieces or a neutral piece that has at least 2 sides exposed. Anything that does not have 2 sides exposed cannot be moved. And you are going to take that piece. So let's say I'm pink. I could take this neutral piece and I can place it on any adjacent piece as long as it is now higher than it started out. So everything starts out on the base level, and from there you're moving up. So then the blue player could go, and maybe they want to cover up one of my pieces, because that's definitely a strategy, is to cover up your other player's pieces, because the win condition is once there are no more valid moves, you're going to look at the game from the top down, and whoever has the most visible of their pieces is going to be the winner of that round and get one of these stones. If there is a tie, then it's the person that made the last move will win that round. So you keep going back and forth. So now it's pink's turn. So I could move this one here, or I can come up here. And then let's say we're farther into the game and somehow we have this. I'm obviously not making valid moves, but let's say we have a stack like this. So right now, these are now equal. I can move this here on top, which now opened up this neutral piece that someone can then also move on top. So it's this tricky balance of because you don't move a whole stack, you only move one piece at a time. If I move something that is already in a stack and I'm moving the top piece to a higher adjacent piece, what am I uncovering? Am I uncovering something that could help me? Am I uncovering something that could help my opponent? Am I uncovering something that is then going to set me up for success or failure in the future? So when I first got this, I'm like, oh yeah, so easy. You just move your pieces. This will be a great game. I can totally play it with the nephews, and that'll be that. However, there's a lot more strategy than you think goes into this game. That yes, the concept is very simple, and I will absolutely play this with the nephews, but I can also play this with gamers, and there's going to be strategy to it. It plays quickly as well, which is nice, so it's not going to take a super long time. And the pieces are wooden, So it is something you can play outside easily because nothing's going to blow away. It's portable. It's small. You saw the entire footprint that it takes up. I had someone describe it as if Hive basically just took the beetle from Hive and made that the whole game. So if you enjoy Hive, I do think this is a game that you will like. I think it's really fun colors. It looks good, and it is deceptive in how much depth there is to it, because we started playing the first game and we're like, this is really easy. Like, it's fun, but it's really easy. And then we could see more moves and be like, oh, and then we're playing another round and we're getting better and we're getting better. And it's more of this tug of war. And we're starting to understand more how to use the stacks for ourselves and against our opponent and what to do. So this game is really, really excellent in my opinion. Like I said, it is a 2-player only. It comes in this nice magnetic box, but it can also be transported in the bag that you shuffle things up for setup as well. So highly portable, wooden components and glass beads. So if something were to get wet, not a problem. You could take it, play it, like at a restaurant or at a pub, or you could take and play it, outside on a hike, on a picnic, anything like that. I think this is a wonderful game from Underdog Games. I have played a lot of their other games and enjoyed them as well. So I was very excited to see this. Definitely was one that I was like, I'm picking up day one of Gen Con, and so happy that I did. So I would love to know, have you played this? What do you think of it? What are some of your favorite 2-player only games? Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.